Dalam dunia yang semakin terhubung tanpa sempadan, penguasaan bahasa Inggris bukan lagi sekadar kelebihan, tetapi satu keperluan. Ramai orang di seluruh dunia mencari tempat yang sesuai untuk mempelajari bahasa ini. Tempat yang bukan sahaja menawarkan pendidikan berkualiti, tetapi juga suasana hidup yang selesa dan mesra. Disinilah Malaysia mula menonjol sebagai sebuah negara yang sering dipandang ringan, namun sebenarnya sangat sesuai untuk belajar bahasa Inggris. Malaysia menawarkan pendekatan pembelajaran bahasa Inggris yang unik dan seimbang. Bahasa Inggris digunakan secara meluas dalam pendidikan, urusan rasmi, perniagaan, dan kehidupan seharian. Bagi pelajar asing ini memberi peluang untuk mempraktikkan bahasa Inggris, bukan hanya di dalam kelas, tetapi juga di luar, di kedai, di kampus, di tempat kerja sambilan, dan dalam pergaulan harian. Pembelajaran menjadi lebih semula jadi dan tidak terasa dipaksa. Apa yang menjadikan Malaysia lebih menarik ialah tahap penggunaan bahasa Inggris, yang jelas dan mudah difahami. Sebutan yang neutral, ayat yang ringkas, dan gaya komunikasi yang tidak terlalu kompleks. Membantu pelajar asing membina keyakinan. Mereka tidak takut untuk bercakap kerana masyarakat Malaysia terkenal dengan sikap sabar dan tidak memperlekehkan kesilapan orang lain. Kesilapan dilihat sebagai proses belajar, bukan kelemahan. Selain itu, Malaysia adalah negara berbilang budaya. Di sini bahasa Inggris berfungsi sebagai bahasa penghubung antara kaum dan latar belakang yang berbeza. Pelajar asing dapat melihat sendiri bagaimana bahasa Inggris digunakan dalam pelbagai konteks dan budaya. Ini bukan sahaja membantu dari segi bahasa, tetapi juga membuka minda tentang kepelbagaian dan toleransi. Kos pembelajaran dan kos cara hidup. Yang lebih berpatutan juga menjadikan Malaysia pilihan yang realistik. Pelajar tidak perlu menanggung tekanan keuangan yang tinggi untuk mendapatkan kualiti pembelajaran yang baik. Institusi pendidikan, pusat bahasa dan universiti di Malaysia menawarkan program bahasa Inggris yang diiktiraf dengan kemudahan moden dan persekitaran yang selamat. Namun yang paling penting, Malaysia menawarkan rasa selesa. Negara ini tidak terlalu asing, tidak terlalu mencabar dan tidak terlalu menekan. Ia memberikan ruang untuk belajar, menyesuaikan diri, dan berkembang dengan tenang. Itulah sebabnya, bagi ramai orang luar, Malaysia bukan sekadar tempat untuk belajar bahasa Inggris, tetapi tempat untuk membina keyakinan diri dan pengalaman hidup.
Go to Malaysia if you want to learn English. Do not go to England. Do not go to America. Why? Because here in Malaysia, together with learning English, you will gain a superpower, understanding every single accent in the world. Whether it's Malay, Chinese, Indian, African, Italian, French, South Korean, Japanese. As someone who has learned English here in Malaysia, and I've learned my English from the Chinese, the Malays, the Indians, and everyone else that lives here, the English that you learn here in Malaysia is going to be influenced by so many different people, cultures, that your English is going to be the united version of English, the English of the world, and you will easily understand everyone because you've heard every single accent while you've been here in Malaysia, and everyone in the world will understand you. With a few minor exceptions, English people still sometimes don't understand my English, but I invite them all to Malaysia because it's time to catch up with the rest of the world. Macam iOS 27, the new and updated version of English oleh Malaysia untuk semua.
Malaysia is the most underrated country in Southeast Asia. I just spent a month there, and here's what I think. Everyone actually speaks English there. It's also relatively clean compared to the other countries in the region. And the food in Malaysia is the best I've tasted across all of the world. Kuala Lumpur is also super modern with great infrastructure, and it's way less touristy than Thailand. The country is Muslim, so I thought it was going to be super strict, but you can actually buy alcohol, they have nightclubs. It's not as great as other countries, and alcohol is quite expensive. If that's what you're looking for, don't go to Malaysia. One thing I forgot to say is how cheap Malaysia is. I found that some things are actually cheaper than in Thailand, but some things like alcohol, for example, are more expensive. One of the downsides with Malaysia is that it's not as flashy as other countries. It doesn't have so many tourist attractions, but it's definitely a great place to live long term.
Okay, so a lot of people from Malaysia have asked me if I can still speak Manglish. Of course lah, I can. Then I was born and bred in Malaysia. My accent got a bit cacat lah, but I can still talk it. But I hope you can still understand. Also, a lot of people have asked me if I went to international school in Malaysia with all the rich kids because I have very good English. No, I went to a Laoya school. I went to SMK Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan, SMA Chung Hua Miri, shout out, job up Chung Hua. Actually, no, it was a very good school. But I moved to the UK 11 years ago and I mix campur rojak with all the mat saleh and orang British. But yeah, I can still speak Malaysian English.
Kenapa setiap kali I datang Malaysia, you all tak pernah nak cakap bahasa Melayu dengan I? I selalu try practice my Malay. Sebab bahasa Melayu ni sikit lain dengan bahasa Indonesia kan? But setiap kali I cakap, you guys terus jawab in English. Like, hello lah. Janganlah. I tanya, boleh cakap Melayu tak? Orang Malaysia. Yes, of course. But we can speak English. No. I not practice Malay. Tapi tetap jawabnya English juga. So sekarang my Malay level is still beginner. Sebab orang Malaysia semua jadi cikgu English. Please lah, next time bagi I chance cakap Melayu sikit lah. Biar salah grammar pun tak pekan. Janji practice.
Mark, I'd like to learn some Malaysian.
Malaysian? What do you mean Malaysian?
The Malaysian language.
Well, people here speak Chinese, Tamil, English, Malay.
Okay, teach me some Malay.
Give us a word and we'll translate.
Biscuit?
Biscuit.
Yes, that's what I said. I need you to translate biscuit into Malay.
Yeah, that's a translation. You know what? Just give me another word.
Okay, descriptive.
Descriptive.
Stop being so stupid. You know what? I'm going to ask your friend. He seems nice. How about translate message?
Message?
Cartoon.
Sorry, but it's cartoon.
Unbelievable. You know what? I'll just ask a Malaysian. Oh, can you help me? How do you say science in Malay?
Science.
Do you guys think I'm some sort of a joke? You know what? I'm going back to the UK. Somebody call me a taxi.
Mum, you would never believe what taxi is in Malay. Taxi!
Stupid boys.
What is your name and where are you from?
My name Yat, from Malaysia.
Here you go.
Thank you.
What is your favorite Malaysian food?
Nasi lemak.
So here you go. Can you teach me a word in Malaysian?
Yes. Selamat datang.
Selamat datang.
Yes.
What does this mean?
Come anyway.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Who is your favorite Malaysian artist?
Motorcycle person.
Okay, here you go. And then last question. What is your favorite thing about Malaysia?
This place. There is.
You answered everything correctly.
Okay,
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
And I hope you guys get to come visit Malaysia one day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you're a foreigner coming to Malaysia, I just want to let you know that we do speak English, but not in the correct way. And not because we're stupid or anything like that, we're creative. For instance, if we're eating like a really delicious bowl of noodles and then someone goes, man, shock these noodles. We're not in shock, we're not getting shocked, we're saying shock. Shock, say it with me, shock. And it basically means, wow, these noodles be fire. It slaps. Another example would be like if someone is being a bit of a show off, like, oh, look at my new iPhone 17 Pro. You might hear somebody say, oh, okay, action are you? It doesn't mean camera lights action. It doesn't mean that someone's in action. It means that you're being a little show off who deserves to get whacked. Another one that often gets misunderstood is terror, right? So you might hear someone go like, wow, terror are you? Like when you do something that is kind of like ballsy, kind of risque, that's a good time to call someone terror. It means what is like the appropriate way of saying ballsy without saying balls? Anyway, that is the Malaysian use of the English language. Like I said, we're not stupid. We know what these words mean in English, but in Malaysian English, we like to get a little bit creative. We know what we're doing.
Let's talk about English in Malaysia. If you're traveling to Malaysia, especially big cities like Kuala Lumpur, you will notice everybody speak English to a certain degree. You're also going to notice different accents and different dialects in English. They usually range from a very casual English, which is kind of a mix of Malay and Chinese and Tamil, basically called Manglish, or the formal English that is used in business or education or administration. See, English came to Malaysia in the 1800s when the British colonization happened. Then English became the language of government, education, business, and when Malaysia gained their independence in 1957, English didn't just disappear. Because Malaysians are smart. They kept Bahasa Malaysia as their national language, or Malay, and they kept English for global communication and economic growth. And that's why today English is pretty much everywhere in Malaysia, in universities and schools. It's actually a mandatory subject in public schools, I think. You'll see it on restaurant menus, on road signs, and many other things. And what I like the most about the type of English used in casual settings here by Malaysian people is that it's very efficient, you know? They don't waste time. For example, "Are you able to help me with this?" is simply can or not. "I have already managed to complete the task" is going to be done already. And you're also going to hear little elements like la. I'm not going to try to explain how to use them because I really don't know, and it's almost like an untranslatable thing, like you have to be from here to know where to put it. But you'll hear those elements and they are just added sometimes to emphasize something, sometimes to soften things up, sometimes to, I don't know, make something a little bit more aggressive. It's many uses. Malaysians can very easily switch between formal English to casual English, and when they're in a business setting, for example, they will use proper English, and when they're with their friends or with their family, they will switch to a much more casual tone and vocabulary. And this is pretty similar to my country. I'm from Moldova, so when we speak Romanian in Moldova, it has a very thick, strong dialect, but then we can switch to proper Romanian very easily, so then we use it in more formal situations. So overall, I'm very grateful that even in Indonesia and Singapore and Malaysia, I have been able to be understood and communicate easily with local people because everybody seems to know English to a certain degree, and most of the times it's very good English. And many Malaysians actually speak 3 to 4 languages, so if you're traveling, if you're a tourist and you're having some issues because that person doesn't speak perfect English or you can't understand them, you gotta chill because that's their 3rd or 4th language already. Relax lah.
Trying English language school.
In Malaysia.
Malaysia's English class good or not? I wanna try one thing in Malaysia. Sure. You wanna learn phonics?
Okay.
What do you guys want?
Let's go.
Hi teacher. Hi sir.
Only kids allowed.
I am so worried because my son looks so confused.
Copy that, my dear. Copy that.
But the teacher is so professional. Interested, happy, focused. Why? Teacher caring about each child to make sure they are attentive. Classroom ethics being taught from young age. Can you imagine that it's his first day? Wow! 綺麗だね. And we are happy. British Council.
If you are interested in learning
Apabila kita melihat Malaysia dari sudut pandang orang luar yang datang untuk belajar bahasa Inggris, kita mula sadar bahawa kekuatan negara ini terletak pada kesederhanaannya. Malaysia tidak perlu menonjol secara berlebihan untuk menarik perhatian dunia. Apa yang ditawarkan sudah cukup untuk meninggalkan kesan yang mendalam kepada mereka yang benar-benar merasainya. Bagi pelajar asing, proses belajar bahasa Inggris di Malaysia sering menjadi pengalaman yang menyenangkan dan bermakna. Mereka bukan sahaja belajar tentang tata bahasa dan kosakata, tetapi juga belajar tentang cara berkomunikasi dengan yakin, menghormati perbezaan, dan menyesuaikan diri dalam masyarakat yang berbilang budaya. Bahasa menjadi jambatan, bukan penghalang. Ramai yang datang dengan niat sementara, tetapi pulang dengan kenangan yang panjang. Ada yang kembali ke negara asal dengan keyakinan baru untuk bercakap dalam bahasa Inggris. Ada yang meneruskan pengajian, dan ada juga yang memilih untuk tinggal lebih lama. Malaysia, tanpa disedari, telah memainkan peranan penting dalam perjalanan hidup mereka. Namun, kepercayaan ini juga membawa tanggung jawab kepada kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia. Kita perlu terus mengekalkan sikap mesra, memperkukuh sistem pendidikan, dan memastikan bahasa Inggris digunakan dengan betul dan beretika. Apa yang membuatkan pelajar asing selesa bukan hanya kemudahan fizikal, tetapi cara kita melayan mereka sebagai manusia. Jujur, video ini membuatkan kita melihat Malaysia sebagai sebuah negara pembelajaran yang bernilai, maka mesejnya telah sampai. Kadangkala, sedikit tapi tidak menyadari kekuatan negara sendiri karena terlalu biasa dengannya. Tetapi apabila orang luar memilih Malaysia untuk belajar bahasa Inggris, itu adalah bukti bahwa negara ini mempunyai sesuatu yang istimewa. Dan mungkin itulah sebabnya Malaysia sering digambarkan sebagai tempat yang sesuai untuk belajar, sesuai untuk hidup, dan sesuai untuk berkembang. Bukanlah kerana ia paling sempurna, tetapi kerana ia menawarkan keseimbangan. Malaysia bukan sekadar negara untuk belajar bahasa Inggris, tetapi tempat untuk belajar tentang dunia, manusia, dan diri sendiri,